That's Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton in the debate that also included the former governor of Maryland, Martin O'Malley. On Saturday night, the presidential debate that took place in Manchester, New Hampshire. Bill Curry is our guest, weekly political columnist at Salon.com. His most recent article is headlined, Debbie Wasserman Schultz Must Go, and the Case Bernie Sanders Must Make Tonight, which he wrote ahead of Saturday's debate. Curry was White House counselor to President Clinton, two-time Democratic nominee for governor of Connecticut. We are also joined by Phyllis Bennis, a fellow with the Institute for Policy Studies. Bill, I wanted to go to you first on this response.
Well, I think that again, there's a lot more that I think that Bernie Sanders has to do in order to make this case. His tendency in all of this has been, he's rightly proud of never having run a negative ad. He doesn't want to do negative politics. He thinks it's hurt the country. I agree. Secondly, he doesn't want to go down as the guy who softened Hillary up for the kill, who only did her damage. And at the same time, I just think that he takes the whole thing too far. Clarifying hard choices is exactly why we have debates and why we have elections. And I think that there is... Well,
he was clarifying a difference right there, wasn't he?
And he was. I think he also has to, though, go a little bit further. You know, this is a system in which the pay-to-play politics, of which Clinton is an architect. Again, the sharpening the differences with his opponent in order to sharpen the differences over policy. Hillary is literally not just a poster child. She, Rahm Emanuel, their campaign, the later Obama campaign, these were the first Democratic campaigns since Andrew Jackson to raise more money from business than Republicans. The bond they made with Wall Street has been critical in how they've built their party, and it's why the middle class is dying. This symbiotic relationship between ever more concentrated and powerful global capital and pay-to-play politics is at the heart of what's gone wrong here. At one point in the previous debate, Clinton said that Sanders was impugning her integrity by raising the issue of moneyed interests. And it was a point for him, I think, to turn to her and say, I'm not impugning your integrity, I'm impugning the integrity of the system. And I'm telling you that the kind of political system we have right now is the reason the middle class is dying in this country. And the reason that I should be president instead of you is that you don't know it, and that you've helped build that system and that you still defend it. And secondly, there are moments such as in healthcare and in the banking issue where you have to go further than just say break them up. You have to make sure people know that for all the rhetoric that Clinton herself engages in a great deal about the opportunity of capitalism to build families and build small businesses, these big banks don't lend money to small businesses anymore. This is a fight right now, not just between left and right, but between honest and dishonest and between small and big. We've become a nation of middlemen and toll collectors, of parasites who the government allows to set up the ability to take fees. Every time you swipe a credit card, one of the major banks takes 1.75% of the transaction. They don't have to lend money to small businesses and to homeowners anymore. The vital organs of this economy are shutting down because of the way our democracy is mortgaged to the wealthy and the powerful. By being mortgaged to them, it's mortgaged to the past. And if someone gets up and says that strongly enough and clearly enough, this could become a more vibrant election. I'm amazed at the progress Sanders has made, and I'm amazed at the appeal of its message, despite the fact that he's been shut down by the corporate media so much.
Well, Bill. Hi, I'm Amy Goodman. I want to thank you for tuning in to Democracy Now! We are so grateful to our fans and followers for being a part of the daily conversation. By choosing a news source that's committed to the truth, you're carrying the message of independent media, reaching hundreds of thousands of people every day. In these times of war and elections, we need a media not sponsored by corporations that profit from war, but a media that's truly independent, funded by you. Democracy Now! Is not paid for by the weapons manufacturers, the insurance industry, or the oil, gas, coal, or nuclear companies. We don't take advertising or corporate underwriting dollars. That means we rely on your donations to make our daily independent news hour possible. We need your support today to keep bringing you the hard-hitting, in-depth reporting you've come to expect 5 days a week. Visit democracynow.org, or you can call 888-999-3877. That's 888-999-3877 to make your holiday gift to Democracy Now! Today. Thanks so much for sharing Democracy Now! Stories all year long.